Happy Friday, LinkedIn. This is Carol Wheeler with NOPA Leadership. Back here to talk a little bit today. I wanted to talk about building a dream team. So I told you earlier this week on Tuesday, I had the privilege and the honor of getting to speak to a breakout group at the inaugural New Braunfels Women's Conference. And we talked about this topic of building a dream team. And I've really been thinking about it all week because I think all of us want our team to just be awesome. So if you are leading a team today, I want to encourage you a little bit that whether you already feel like you have a really great team and you just want to make it more awesome, or whether you are feeling a little frustrated and not sure that things are going as well with your team as you want them to be, or struggling with a particular member, that there is still, you still have an opportunity to help that team grow and become the incredible dream team that you have in mind for it. What I want to talk about today, though, is I think a lot of times we just expect that that's going to happen by magic. That somehow, if we get the right people in the room, that it'll just be a dream. But the reality is, for a leader in particular, building a dream team is a ton of work. It takes a lot of time and a lot of intentionality. So today I want to talk about 5 things that really make a difference in how you do that. The first one is that your dream team, they need to know what their common goal is, and you need to repeat it over and over again, right? So sometimes we assume that because we've said it once that everybody knows the direction we're going, and that's simply not true. People don't always remember, right? We need to often remember that. The second thing that's really difficult is we have to give people trust by default. We trust people because they are a part of our team. We don't wait as a leader until they gain our trust. That is really hard because sometimes it doesn't work, right? Sometimes they don't go on to earn that trust. But in order to start that culture of a dream team and start that culture of trust, you have to be the one who starts off being vulnerable and giving that trust. The third thing that we talk a lot about with a dream team is diverse and thinks about things in lots of different ways, and your job as a leader is to encourage that, right? That means you are encouraging conflict. You are encouraging people to think differently than each other and to share those ideas, right? That is a beautiful thing. And then your job as a leader is to manage that conflict and to help it be productive for the team. A lot of times this looks like giving up a lot of control, right? As a leader, to have a dream team that is going to do and perform all the ways that you want it to, you have to really give them a lot of ownership, right? You have to let go a lot of control and let those ideas, those diverse ideas that you're not even sure will work, you got to let people try them, right? It also means you're encouraging relationships among your team members that don't involve you. That involves some vulnerability and some lack of control because you are going to encourage people to find ways to work together and to move on, whether it comes back to you, the leader, or not. That sort of synergy is what makes a team really become something incredible, right? When you think about your team, what I want you to think about is how can you focus on the things that are going right with the people and with the team, and how can you help the group do more of that? As I said, if you are not spending a lot of time thinking about and planning and doing one-on-ones with your team and spending time together as a team, none of this is possible. The only way a team really becomes a dream team is if they spend a lot of time together, and if you spend a lot of time with them one-on-one as the leader. One of my favorite tools, as you know, if you've listened to any of my videos, I love to talk about Clifton Strengths and using strengths with teams. One of the reasons why I love strengths is it gives us a framework to help us do a lot of these things, right? It helps us see when we look at people's talents, we look at people's strengths, we're able to see the way they approach the world. That helps us with that understanding and encouraging diverse thought, and also managing the conflict because we're seeing it from a perspective of talent. It helps us with trust. It helps us with encouraging those synergistic relationships among people on the team. It gives us a framework something to hang our hat on to do a lot of these things when we're not sure exactly how to do them all by themselves. So that is one of the reasons why I love Strengths, is because it really helps us build a dream team. What I would love to know from you today is what's the dreamiest thing about your team? What is the thing that is going really right with the team that you are leading or the team that you are a part of right now? I hope you have a great Friday.